Hi y'all, it's Charlene from the Crafty Art Shack, and we're back here today with another challenge video. I'll tell you more about that in a little bit, so let's get on with the crafts. Let's go! Right, here we go with DIY number 1. Now for our first DIY, I got this frame at the thrift store. It's a real high quality frame and I wanted to put it in the booth that we got, and I am taking it apart and going in here and seeing what I need to be able to put these pictures in here. So I got this book of pictures from Temu, and I got the 2 vintage ladies, and then I got 2 prints, and I'm trying to decide which one will look the best in it. Now, sorry about that, I bumped the camera, but what I'm doing is measuring to see where the ladies would fit at, and then I'm going to take and trim them down to size. And yeah, that's what I'm doing. So after I got them trimmed down to size, I placed them in the frame, and we'll see this at the final reveal. Now here we go with DIY number 2. Now for this next DIY, I found this rolling pin at the thrift store. It already had little teal handles, and what you see me doing here is I am going through and I am marking and making this rolling pin look wood and look wood. It is wood. I am trying to make it look vintage, and we are going to turn around and take some of this black wax, and I'll show you the name of it in just a minute, and I'm going to go, there it is, and then I'm going to go over this, making sure I get it down in those little dents and dings that I caused in the rolling pin. And then after I get done with that, then I took some white wax and put it on those handles. And you know, I did not notice that those were little snowmen on that handle until I started doing that. And then I'm going over the rolling pin with some white wax as well, because I want to work that in over the dark wax to kind of give it that old vintage feel. Now I got these little strips of material that I took off of some bed skirts, and I'll show you those in a little bit later on in the video. And what I'm doing is I'm creating a messy bow to tie to this rolling pin, and then I'm going to add some bling to it, and we will see the rest of this one at the final reveal. Now here we go with DIY number 3. Now for this next one, I saw, man, my camera is really moving a lot today. So I have this white wax left over in the little bowl that I had for the rolling pin. And what I'm doing is I'm adding, I believe this was Peacock to the, to that white wax. And I'm going over this handle with the white wax and the Peacock mixed together. And I really didn't need to mix it together. I just did because I already had it in the bowl and I didn't want to dirty another bowl. So anyway, I'm going to paint this completely up and let it dry. And then I'm going to take my little mold of a little rooster that I had, and I am going to press this Crayola air dry clay into this, and then I'm going to trim off all of the excess and then pull that out of the mold. Now I did dust my mold with baby powder. You can use cornstarch. There's several other things you can use, but I have a little bottle of baby powder because it's just easier to use. And what you see me doing here is trimming off all the excess from around this little rooster. And then the next thing that you're going to see me do is I'm going to take out this glue. It's Rapid Dry, I believe is the name of it. I don't remember exactly what the name of the bottle it had it on. But anyway, I'm going to take and glue it down on here. That's some really good glue, you guys. And I'll try to get the name of it for you. I got it at Lowe's, and it's called Rapid Dry, and it's made by DAP. And what you see me doing here is I'm going around the edges of this little rooster and using this little knife, I guess is what you call it, and I'm going around and I'm cleaning up all the extra glue, and I'm also going in there and taking and making sure all my pieces are pressed down all the way around this. You guys, this turned out so cute. I think this one was my favorite, and then the frame, and then the rolling pin. But this turned out absolutely adorable. Now you want to do this while it's still wet so that you can mold it to the handle. And this just makes these a little bit more decorative to put into your displays and into your home for decoration. And it turns something very regular into something very extraordinary, in my opinion. And then the next thing I did is I went in with my paint that I originally painted the handle with, and I'm going to go back over the rooster. And I do go back in there and make sure that that edge that's not pressed down is pressed completely down. And then once this dries, I'm going to go over it with some white wax. Now once that was dry, I put white wax on it and rubbed it in, and then I rubbed back off the excess. Now what I'm doing is making a messy bow for this, and we will see the rest of this at the final reveal. Now, as most of you know, we opened up a booth this weekend. Here is a ton of thrift flips we did. We found these table legs, and if you find a table on the side of the road or multiple tables and it has a broken leg, pick up the legs because they make excellent items to redo and flip. Now, I found a bunch of bed skirts, and I made these valances. And here is the post up there that you see is what we hung our lights from at the top of our shelves. And you also see those valances back there in the back. And here's another one of those posts. There is tons of things that you can do with nothing to make it into something. So if you're ever driving down the road and you see those table legs, pick them up because they make excellent things. So here, this hutch, Beth's daughter went in there and helped us flip this, and I added the handles. Beth helped with it, and we got it all put together and put in the booth. I think it turned out absolutely gorgeous. That little doggy bed down at the bottom, we did that as well. There are so many things that we thrift flipped this week in really quick for our booth to be able to set it up. And I'm going to show you more pictures of the booth in just a minute, and I just wanted to share these flips with you. Right at this time, we'd like to thank our subscribers. We love you bunches. We really appreciate everything from the bottom of our heart that you do for our channel. And thank you, thank you, thank you. Words aren't enough to thank you for what you've done for us in this channel. And here we go with the final reveal. All right, y'all, we're back from the craft desk, and didn't these just turn out awesome? Well, if you like this content, subscribe, like, and share, because it really helps our video out. And for all our subscribers, thank you so much for everything you do for us by subscribing to the channel. And we'll see you in the next episode of the Crafty Art Shack. We'll see you later. Bye. Now here is Beth and I when we were standing in front of the Waverly Mall, and we announced that we were getting a booth. Now here is what the booth looked like before, and I'm going to just let this play out. Look at this. This is when the previous owner was there, and this is what he had in his booth. He had a lot of interesting things in there. But we will show you the pictures of what it looks like after we came in. And here it is after a paint job, some new shelves, and all of the different little things that you can add in to make it look very beautiful. And we've still got some work to do. If you notice, the lights aren't up there yet, but look at that sign Beth made for the kids corner, and look at all the stuff. There is tons of thrift flips that we did this week, and you could just imagine. And there's tons of stuff that we've made in our videos here. If you see something in there that, if you watch our videos, you can see some of the things that we made and put in there. And then there's a ton of thrift flips that we put in there. And I call them thrift flips. They may have come from somewhere else. Now, in addition to opening our booth, we finally hit our goal of 1,000 followers. Thank you guys so much. And 4,000 watch hours. We really appreciate everyone who made this happen. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, y'all, if y'all go check out our community tab on our YouTube channel, you will find the channel lineup for the week there on our community tab. So if you ever want to know what's going on with our channel or new things that are happening or anything like that, go check out that community tab. That's where we're posting all of our information that is important for that moment in time. So go check us out.
So you guys, if you like this content, subscribe. Hit that notification bell and give us that big thumbs up because it really helps our channel out. And we'll see you in the next episode of the Crafty Art Shack. We'll see you later. Bye.